Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, what a move! And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Anderson wants to throw. Going for the big play. And that pass picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
First down here for the offense. Here's the give off the left side. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Going with the ground game left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory?
Get set.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. At the 35, he's open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
After run, now throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Owens. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense, because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
The Longhorns will try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll give it to Johnson. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about, because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. first and 10. Anderson will throw. He's going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Hurricanes have it with a first and 10. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. They feed him again. Sweet feet on the move. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the Canes are flying down the field. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll give it to him again. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Now on second down. The run to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Anderson wants to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you've got the intended target double covered. There is no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Hurricanes will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job.
Going over the top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Owens. Quickly complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They go to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drop.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. App State came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in blue had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Anderson will throw. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Now on first down from the 43. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to pass. It's Owens. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's caught! Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. The offense set for a first down play. The throw to the outside is complete. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Owens. They're bringing heat. The throw. Got a man. Touchdown! Elevates over his man.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense is really good in the first half.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. That Miami offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback.
Oh, they're knocking free. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
And, man, I know he's going to set with himself because you have all these goals and all these things you want to do, and you come in your first touch, man. You cough it up, but you got to put it behind you. This defense needs to come out now, be ready to play, fight back, build some momentum back the other direction.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking for a man on second down. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's into the open down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Canes.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Back to throw, it's Owens. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
It's a reverse. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the misfire, now on second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
I'll tell you, I love this offense going RPO on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down at any point during the game because this quarterback does a really good job with his decision-making. He does a great job reading the defense, seeing the look, counting the box, and he's almost perfect on these decisions to hand the football off on RPOs.
At the 35, he's loose. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
The Longhorns are on the move. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got enough space. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will give them the lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a...
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 25. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And, Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the ground with the back. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Racing to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Air Force is delivering an all-out assault offensively today, hanging points all over the Wild Blue yonder. They're up by 17 over the Royals. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Going up top on first down. Looking deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close. A good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
The give to the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team. If they're having this much success on the ground, it starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense is first got to stop the run.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14.
And the ball squirted out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about it as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
They'll go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And the Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. It's Owens. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Quarterback checking the play. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one deep. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball.
He is smashing people. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Spin, still running. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had this screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And the ball slipped out. He picks it up, still on his feet. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw, it's Bailey. They're trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. coming after it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He caught it.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
The Hurricanes trying to cash it in on first and goal. Motion from the offense. Quarterback keeps it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
They run the reverse. Got room at the 35. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Defensively, I've got to be able to communicate. And you can call him a receiver if you want to, Reese, but this guy, you know how dynamic he is with the ball in his hands, so I got to understand leverage. And when he goes in motion or when he gets the football, I got to understand how to make sure I keep him inside. Make all of my guys inside, run inside out to the football, make the play. Defense has to do a better job communicating and understanding that guy is a weapon.
They'll run it from the gun. At the 40, there he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Longhorns will snap it on first and 10. They'll try the run. Runs through the tackle.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
from the red zone. It's Gibson. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Trying the left side. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. South Alabama took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Mobile. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good... Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.